voice is reaching you, or if your friend delegate could pass the message, encourage everyone to please come inside. Take your seats. This is a very delightful sight, seeing each one of you in attendance. Thank you very much. Please take your seat. In Hindi we say, Kripya baith jaएं. Kripya baith jaएं. Please be seated. To all the delegates from wherever you are, America, Africa, Europe, Asia Pacific, Gulf, thank you very much for being here. Please take your seats. And let's free this aisle area. Our dignitaries are about to arrive inside the hall. Meanwhile, let me share a few interesting aspects about the World Congress by the time we have the chief guest join us. So let me recap a few things. One, you have easy Wi-Fi access in this premises. So you can go to Wi-Fi, GeoNet. It will ask for your mobile. Once you punch in your mobile, it will ask you for the OTP. 30 seconds and you'll have access to a good Wi-Fi. Then what is going to come handy is the World Congress of Accountants mobile app. We have with us our distinguished guests, so please settle down. We're all set for the opening ceremony. Let's have a huge round of applause for everyone in attendance today. Let the reverberations of the sound not just be limited to the commercial capital of India, Mumbai, but reach out to the nook and corner of India, across the globe, because we all have one address, planet Earth. And that's why the theme becomes so important, building trust, enabling sustainability. So I was recapping for you. One, get the Wi-Fi access. Second, you've got this World Congress of Accountants mobile app where there is the networking feature. You can virtually also connect through the app. You can also, in all these sessions, utilize the question and answer mechanism to send your questions to us. In the activity zone, you've got sports zone. So on the ground floor, you can go and play cricket on the cricket turf. A bowling machine will bowl at you. There is the football turf. Then we have a special pavilion where you can leverage technology, augmented reality, AR, and VR, virtual reality. A lot of games. So you can play shooting, badminton in the VR stalls. And in the augmented reality stalls, it's very interesting. One game is about currencies. So you will have a treasure chest and you have to catch hold of the currency. But if you get in your treasure chest a currency that is on a devaluation, then minus points. That's an interesting game. Then there is a 360-degree spinning wheel. That is very popular now in India. So you stand on that 360-degree spinning wheel, show your moves to the camera, and we'll instantly give you your 20 seconds video. Send it to your home. Post it with the hashtag WCOA2022. So a lot of interesting games. I request our media friends to please settle down, and we are all set for the opening ceremony. We'll get many more moments of capturing each other And if you want to see some of these photographs, videos, then again you can go back to the World Congress of Accountants mobile app, and you've got this tab of photo gallery and video gallery. Okay, so once again I request our media friends to settle down because we're all set for the opening ceremony. Namaste, Namaskaram, and welcome everyone to the World Congress of Accountants 2022. Ever since Sydney hosted the 2018 World Congress, and then International Federation of Accountants, IFAC, announced that India will be the next destination. For the last 4 years, we have done preparation for this day. And I literally have to pinch myself. Thank you. I literally have to pinch myself that the day has finally arrived. Today, it is the Friday, 18th of November 2022, and welcome everyone to the 4-day World Congress of Accountants. It's a surreal feeling, the magical atmosphere here at the state-of-art Geo World Convention Center, the bonhomie among delegates from different nations across continents. Thank you very much for traveling to Mumbai, particularly after the COVID pandemic. This has been a spectacular sight. Not just the 6,000 plus delegates from 100 plus countries who are here with us in person, to all those delegates who have joined us through the virtual platform, namaskar to you as well, wherever you are across the globe. A very warm welcome to the World Congress. Welcome to the opening ceremony. The Institute of Chartered Accountants of India, ICI, is the proud host of the World Congress of Accountants 2022. And we are extremely honored that we have amongst us the chief guest of the opening ceremony. Please welcome Shri Om Birla, Speaker Lok Sabha, who's with us now among the audience.
नमस्कार। स्पेशल कवरेज में आपको सीधे ले चलते हैं मुंबई, जहां भारत के माननीय लोकसभा अध्यक्ष वर्ल्ड कांग्रेस ऑफ अकाउंटेंट्स के उद्घाटन सत्र को संबोधित करने जा रहे हैं।
Thank you very much. We also acknowledge the presence of Ms. Asma Resmuki, incoming President, IFAC. Thank you very much, Madam. And we also have CA Praful Chhajar, Chairman of the World Congress of Accountants 2022 Executive Committee. This year, year 2022, has been real special for India. 15th of August 2022 marked 75 years of India's independence. That's why our nation is celebrating Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. And first and foremost, we bow in reverence and gratitude to everyone who had the vision of independent India, who got us free, and to everyone who then on for the last 75 years have contributed to nation building. Thank you very much. The year is also special because first time in the 118 years of history of the World Congress, India is hosting the World Congress of Accountants. Another aspect why this year is important, because come 1st of December this year, India will assume presidency of the G20. Thank you very much. India is an ancient civilization with history of thousands of years. India is a land of opportunities. India is a union of 28 states and 8 union territories. To all the delegates who have come to this beautiful land of India, if you travel few kilometers, you will find people with different language, different costumes, different art, different culture, Yet we are one nation. Unity in diversity. India's soft power attracts one and all. India's music, sports, dance unite people. So I'm asking you then, are you ready to witness riot of colors on the stage? Are you ready? Let's have a huge round of applause once again so that we can reverberate the planet Earth with a lot of positive affirmations. Thank you very much. It's time to experience the rich Indian culture. The first performance is a dance medley that will showcase the rich Indian heritage by eminent dance choreographers Nigar Jignesh and team. All the best.
ফাগুনেরও মোহনায় মন মাতানো মহুয়ায় রঙ্গিনী বিহুর নেশা কোন আকাশে নিয়ে যায় ফাগুনেরও মোহনায় ফাগুনের মোহনায় মন মাতানো মহুয়ায় রঙিন বিহুর নেশা কোন আকাশে নিয়ে যায় ফাগুনের মোহনায় ও মোর মন হারিয়ে যায় মোর মন হারিয়ে যায় অন্যের তোর ভাবনা ঝিলমিলিয়ে যায় রে ঝিলমিলিয়ে যায় কোন চেনা দেশের তরে তোর সাথে ইতে পান্তর মোর মনের প্রজাপতি নাচি নাচি ঘুরি ঘুরি উড়ি উড়ি উড়ে যায় মন হারানোর ঠিকানায় ফাগুনের মোহনায় মন মাতানো মহুয়ায় রঙ্গিনী বিহুর নেশা কোন আকাশে নিয়ে যায় ফাগুনের মোহনায়
જય માતાજી માતાજીના હમ કહીને કહું છું કે વાહ ફરે વાદળ ફરે ને વાયરો ફરે પણ એક વાર બોલ્યા પછી મારા મિત્રો આ મિત્રો કદી ના ફરે કે હાલો ને હાલો 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 હાલો
Hello, hello, check.
ઓ હાલો
મારી ભૈંસા ઘરને આરે ઢોલ વાગે છે હે વાગે છે ઢોલ વાગે છે કે મારી ભૈંસા ઘરને આરે ઢોલ કે મારી ભૈંસા ઘરને આરે ઢોલ વાગે છે
मालती गुंधाय देश प्यार गुगवारे मालती गुंधाय देश प्यार गुगवारे मुख दामिनी सिदाम खत चाल मतवारी चाल मतवारी
ढाई शाम रोक लई रोक लई रोक लई ढाई शाम रोक लई और चक मुख चूम लई मुख चूम लई मुख चूम लई सर से मोरी चुनरी गई 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 सर से मोरी चुनरी गई सरक 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 काहे छेड़ छेड़ मोरे गरबा लगाए काहे छेड़ काहे छेड़ काहे छेड़ छेड़ मोरे অষ্টমীতে ওই চরণে ভক্তি অঞ্জলি দেওয়া
নবমীতে চলবে ভোগ প্রসাদ খাওয়া এই দেখবো ঠাকুর ঘুরে ঘুরে করবো প্রেমে বারে বারে
নতুন শাড়ি নতুন গানে ফাটাবো 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 ফাটাবো
চলবে কোমর পাড়ায় পাড়ায় নাচবে পুরো দিন বলো দুর্গা মাই কি
আরে বলো দুর্গা মাই কি
বলো 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 দুর্গা মাই কি
कशान सख्या सजनो सांग लुक लुक नारा देवा वनवा जिव्हारे धुमसल राया जे रात भर आता नवा नार नट खट अवखळ तोऱ्याची धरणी ताठे नखऱ्याचे अशी लचकत मुरडत झुलवत आले मी नाजूक छम छम घुंगराची बाण नजरात लागे ओली अवतरली सुंदर रात रंगेरती रंगुनी साज शिनगार आले उनी सूर तालात मी रंगुनी आले तारांगणी चंद्रा
बादशाह की देख रहे हो तुसी चलो शुरू हो जाओ 1 2 1 2 3 4
Guess who's back? Ayo Empire.
ਤਾਂ ਵੀਰ ਕਾਨੇ ਮੁੰਡਾ ਕੈਮ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਜਦੋਂ ਜੱਟ ਰੈਡੀ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਥੋੜਾ ਟਾਈਮ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਤਾਂ ਵੀਰ ਕਾਨੇ ਮੁੰਡਾ ਕੈਮ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਜਦੋਂ ਜੱਟ ਰੈਡੀ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਥੋੜਾ ਟਾਈਮ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਤੇਰੀ ਸੈਲਫੀ ਵੀ ਖਿੱਚ ਲਵੀਂ ਬੱਲੀ ਐ ਨੀ ਹੋ ਜੱਟ ਦਾ ਤਿਆਰ ਲੈਣ ਦੇ ਉਹ ਖੜ ਚਾਰ ਕਾਨੇ ਉਹ ਖੜ ਚਾਰ ਕਾਨੇ ਤੇਰੇ ਛੋਟੀ ਜੱਟ ਰੋਣੀ ਹੱਥ ਮੁੱਛਾਂ ਦੇ ਦਵਾਰ ਲੈਣ ਦੇ ਉਹ ਖੜ ਚਾਰ ਕਾਨੇ ਤੇਰੇ ਛੋਟੀ ਜੱਟ ਰੋਣੀ ਹੱਥ ਮੁੱਛਾਂ ਦੇ ਦਵਾਰ ਲੈਣ ਦੇ ਤਾਂ ਵੀਰ ਕਾਨੇ ਮੁੰਡਾ ਕੈਮ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਜਦੋਂ ਜੱਟ ਰੈਡੀ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਥੋੜਾ ਟਾਈਮ ਲੱਗਦਾ यहाँ हर कदम कदम पे धरती बदले रंग यहाँ की बोली में रंगोली सात रंग धानी पगड़ी पहने मौसम है नीली चादर ताने अंबर है नदी सुनहरी हरा समंदर है देश रंगीला रंगीला देश मेरा रंगीला देश रंगीला रंगीला देश मेरा रंगीला यहाँ हर कदम कदम पे धरती बदले रंग यहाँ की बोली में रंगोली सात रंग धानी पगड़ी पहने मौसम है नीली चादर ताने अंबर है नदी सुनहरी हरा समंदर है देश रंगीला रंगीला देश मेरा रंगीला देश रंगीला रंगीला देश मेरा रंगीला 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 देश मेरा रंगीला देश रंगीला रंगीला देश मेरा रंगीला देश रंगीला रंगीला देश मेरा रंगीला देश मेरा रंगीला देश
Did you enjoy that performance? So let me help you with bit more Hindi. So I told you that Kripya Baith Jaye was kindly be seated. This is the second. Desh Rangila, Mera Desh Rangila. Desh is country. Rangila is colorful. Okay. So, Desh Rangila means my nation is very colorful. So, what you witnessed was the colors of India. If you enjoyed it, a huge round of applause for the artists.
chair please.
So let me tell you that now, as part of the opening ceremony, we will have the dignitaries come on the dais. So we'll set the stage for them. It'll take us a couple of minutes. And thereafter, we also have a very interesting technical session on day one, which will be on the topic accountancy profession, a trusted partner in sustainability and society. Then later in the evening, absolutely not to be missed, will be a cultural program where a very eminent Indian singer, Sonu Nigam, will join us. Are you excited about listening into Sonu Nigam? Then have a round of applause so that wherever the singer is right now, he can anticipate what's going to happen in the evening. Then, as far as cultural program is concerned, day after tomorrow, we'll also have a dance performance by Shamak Davar and troupe. And in terms of the technical sessions, over the course of 4 days, we have 42 technical sessions. One other very interesting attraction that we will showcase as the time permits through the day will be a sand animation performance, where you will witness a sand artist performing art on his fingertips. That will be fantastic. He'll create beautiful sandscapes that will showcase the evolution of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India. So don't miss that as well. Just to tell you, this is a state-of-art infrastructure, the Geo World Convention Center. Where we are is at level 3. And for those who do not know, just about 100 yards on the left, there is an elevator, which is the world's largest passenger elevator. Make sure that you do ride it. At one instance, it can take 235 passengers, just about 100 yards on the left. Very good decorations in the building. All levels, there is some of the other activity that the delegate can engage with. You can find the entire details also on the World Congress of Accountants mobile app. In the ground floor, you've got Tulip and Orchid, and then different pavilions where there is the exhibition stalls, different lounges. So do visit all of them. They all are very important stakeholders in the profession of accountancy. If you would have observed, on the right side of the stage, there is a robot too. So as we progress with time, I'll have a very exciting news to share on robots. I'm just telling you some threads that will unveil themselves as the time progresses. but it's now time for the formal opening ceremony. I would like to invite on stage Shri Om Birla ji, respected Speaker Lok Sabha. I request CA Dr. Devashish Mitra, President ICI, CA Aniket Talati, Vice President ICI, Mr. Ellen Johnson, outgoing President IFAC, CA Praful Chajar, Chairman, World Congress of Accountants 2022 Executive Committee, to kindly come on stage, please. Please welcome the dignitaries with a round of applause. It's always nice. The reverberations of the sounds are magical. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the chief guest of the opening ceremony, respected Speaker Lok Sabha, Om Birla ji, on stage. Please come, sir. Thank you very much. I request, if you're able, everyone kindly rise for the ICI motto song, please.
य एष सुप्तेषु जाग्रति य एष सुप्तेषु जाग्रति कामं 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 कामपुरुषो पुरुषो निर्विमाणः निर्विमाणः तदेव शुक्रं तद्ब्रह्मा तद्ब्रह्मा तदेवामृतमुच्यते तस्मिन् लोकः शतः सर्वे तदूनात्यपि कश्चन एतद्वैता 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 एतद्वैता.
Thank you very much. We rededicate ourselves to the ICI motto, Ya Eshu Supteshu Jagrati. I now request CA Devashish Mitra, President ICI, and CA Aniket Talati, Vice President ICI, to welcome Shri Om Birla ji by presenting a bouquet of flowers. They say nature smiles through flowers. May the fragrance of the flowers bring prosperity in every household. Memento being presented to the Honorable Chief Guest for the opening ceremony. Shri Om Birla is the Speaker of the 17th Lok Sabha. He represents the Kota Bundi constituency, which is in Rajasthan. Thank you very much, sir. I request CA Praful Chhajar ji to please welcome Mr. Ellen Johnson, outgoing President with the International Federation of Accountants. Thank you very much, IFAC, for giving India this opportunity to host the 21st edition of the World Congress of Accountants. Thank you very much. Thank you. As is the Indian tradition, every auspicious occasion starts by lighting the lamp. So can I request the chief guest and all the dignitaries on the dais to please step forward to light the lamp, please.
शुभं कुरु त्वं कल्याणं आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शुभं कुरु त्वं कल्याणं आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शत्रुबुद्धिविनाशाय दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तुते दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तुते शुभं कुरु त्वं कल्याणं आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. I request my photographer friends to please step down so that we don't block the view of the delegates. Thank you. Thank you very much. So the lamp has been lit, and may the light of the lamp illuminate each of our paths. Thank you very much. We're also delighted to share that now, by virtual medium, we have the Honorable Union Minister of Finance and Corporate Affairs, Madam Nirmala Sitharaman, also join us. A very warm welcome, Honorable Finance Minister. Namaskaram, Madam. A very warm welcome. Madam, thank you for joining us. I can tell you that in front of the dais, we have thousands of delegates who have gathered from across the globe, 6,000 plus delegates here at the Geo World Convention Center, Madam, and over 10,000 joining us through different social media platforms. We're very happy that we have the gracious presence of the Honorable Union Minister of Finance and Corporate Affairs. Thank you. I now request CA Praful Chhajar, Chairman, World Congress of Accountants 2022 Executive Committee Chairman, to please deliver his welcome address.
Namaste. It is a great pleasure and honor for me to welcome all the distinguished delegates on behalf of ICAI. I also warmly and respectfully greet presence of our chief guest, Honorable Speaker of Lok Sabha, Shri Om Birla ji, outgoing IFAC President Ellen Johnson, leaders of the ICI, President CA Debashish Mitra, Vice President CA Aniket Talati. The Honorable Finance Minister of our country has also joined us virtually. Welcome to Super Mega World Congress. Success of this conference is culmination of collective efforts which began in 2018 when our country, India, which is also called as Incredible India, and our alma mater, the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India, was selected as the host for 21st World Congress of Accountants. Friends, every blockbuster success has story behind it. The event got its major initial setback due to pandemic. However, in India, we have a habit to convert difficulty into an opportunity. They say accountants are all-rounders. During pandemic, all of us, including Alan Johnson, we change our roles. We would have the latest COVID data, governmental protocols, international flight updates, and with this statistical arms and ammunition, we would arrive at the conclusion, yes, we can and we will do it. And today we did it. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks to your love and support of IFAC leadership and staff, other supporting organizations, and tremendous efforts of Central Council members of ICI, Regional Council branches, members of overseas chapters, staff members under able guidance of experienced and smiling President of ICI, CA Devashish Mitra, and a person with passion and professionalism, dear friend CA, Vice President CA Aniket Talati. This 21st World Congress has many records and first to it credits, just to name some of them. Record-breaking highest ever number of approximately more than 6,500 physical delegates, and if we add the virtual delegates, close to 10,000 total delegates. I am sure the President will have the exact numbers with him. Physical attendance of delegates from more than 105 countries, and if we add the virtual attendees, more than from 123 countries of the globe. First time hosted in India and in any of the South Asian country. First ever hybrid World Congress of Accountants. And being entirely sold out event, probably for the first time, delegates were chasing the President, Vice President, and other organizers for entry permissions. It happens only in India, and therefore people call it Incredible India. To inaugurate this mega world conference, we have the chief guest, Honorable Shri Om Birla ji. In India, many of us begin any new venture first by saying word Om. Respected sir, many thanks for your gracious presence for this conference. Ladies and gentlemen, as we come together today with the theme Building Trust, Enabling Sustainability, it is a critical time in the history. All components, including accountants, have a lot of responsibility towards sustainable future. Let me thank all distinguished speakers who have agreed to share their vast experience with us. We are hopeful that deliberation will help each one of us to have better opportunities and significant role in the new world post-pandemic. For our international delegates, friends, we Indians believe in Atiti Devo Bhava, meaning guest or God. Team ICI has put their best so that you can really enjoy this wonderful conference. Before I conclude, I would like to place on record my personal thanks to former President of IPAC, Inky Ju, and Alan Johnson for appointing me as the chairman of the Executive Committee of World Congress and the trust they have shown in the team ICAI. Special thanks to dear friends and torch bearers of ICI, President Devashish Mitra, Vice President Aniket Talati, and the entire team of council members, past presidents, staff members for their continuous support. Ladies and gentlemen, we once again warmly welcome each one of you for this World Congress. Jai Hind, Jai ICI. Namaste.
Thank you very much, CA Praful Chajar, for welcoming everyone. Honorable Chief Guest, we would like to share with everyone that Om Birla ji comes from the Kota Bundi constituency, which is known as an educational city. And you'll be very happy to note, sir, not only Kota now has doctors and engineers, but a lot of chartered accountants also. And we hope that we will get your support to ensure that more CAs come from the Kota educational city. I'd like to invite now for his theme address, Mr. Ellen Johnson, outgoing president with the International Federation of Accountants. Mr. Ellen Johnson, please.
Wow, the time has come. Honourable Speaker of the Parliament of India, Sri Om Birla ji, the Honourable Minister of Finance and Corporate Affairs, Madam Nirmala Sitharaman, the ICAI President, Dr. Debashis Mitra, the Vice President, Aniket Talati, and the Chairman of WCOA 2022, Prafulla Chajed. All ICAI past presidents, leaders and members, ICAI board members and staff, and chairs of our standard-setting boards, our two past presidents, Rachel Grimes and Dr. Inky Ju, who are present with us in Mumbai, distinguished participants from around the world, ladies and gentlemen, namaste. As the outgoing president of the International Federation of Accountants, it is my honor and privilege to be part of this opening ceremony for the World Congress of Accountants 2022. Since 1904, the World Congress has been a forum for thought leadership and a global exchange of views. It is a very important point of connection within our profession and with our many stakeholders. At IFAC, we are proud to partner with India and ICAI to deliver what promises to be a deeply rewarding experience for all attendees. And we are glad that so many of you are able to be with us today. Thank you very much. And I also would like to recognize the over 3,000 colleagues who are participating from around the world virtually. Let me just say a few words of introduction about IFAC. We are the global voice of the accountancy profession. We serve the public interest by enhancing the relevance, the reputation, and the value of the accountancy profession right across the world. And we have been doing so since 1977. Through our 181 member organizations, we represent more than 3 million professional accountants in over 135 countries. And our work falls broadly under three categories. We represent and advocate for the profession as the global voice. We help to equip the profession for the future through our members and all professionals that they represent. And of course, we support the development, the adoption, and the implementation of high-quality international standards. Now, IFAC has many strengths because we are the global convener of the profession stakeholders. We are a global forum for thought leadership on the most pressing issues facing our profession in the world, and an influential stakeholder in critical international conversations about public interest issues. But we can only meet our objectives in partnership with our members and our key stakeholders, because together we have the resources and the geographic reach to make truly global transformations. And I would like to thank ICAI and everyone in the IFAC family for making our work possible. I would add that in many ways, this principle of the necessity of collaboration applies not only to IFAC, but indeed to all organizations and all countries that are engaged in the most important global crises of our time. This is clear with climate change. The massive scale and urgent timeline of its challenges call for nothing less than global collaboration, because in isolation, our responses are certain to be insufficient. Our planet is high at this World Congress's agenda, as it needs to be, because last year at COP26, the United Nations Secretary General, Antonio Guterres, told everyone that we are in the critical decade for climate action. But today, we only have 7 years of this decade remaining. So decisive climate action cannot wait any longer. And indeed, last week at COP27 in Egypt, Mr. Guterres said, we need all hands on deck for faster, bolder climate action. Now, our World Congress motto, Building Trust, Enabling Sustainability, describes the accountancy's profession's vital contributions to climate action and, of course, to a wide range of other interventions on behalf of the natural environment. Professional accountants, equipped with the skills and competencies to lead sustainability reporting and assurance, we must lead the world from commitments to implementation. And I want to stress implementation. We cannot just be satisfied with the reporting of information if that does not lead to changes in strategies, policies, and indeed behaviors. Alongside environmental action, our World Congress program incorporates many other aspects of a sustainable future. The United Nations 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development Goals, or SDGs, on this point, it is quite eloquent. It says the SDGs are integrated and indivisible and balance the 3 dimensions of sustainable development, which are the economic, the social, and the environmental. This World Congress is concerned with the complete meaning of sustainability and is dedicated to achieving the full SDG agenda. And I will look ahead to some of the specific themes of this Congress by briefly highlighting 6 plenary sessions. First, the accountancy profession as a trusted partner in sustainability and society. Our profession's long history of public service, of professionalism, and our ethical core distinguish us from all other professions. It is up to us, in partnership with our stakeholders, to apply our skills and expertise to advance the public interest most effectively. In case there is any doubt, every stakeholder, including society at large, has made clear that the public interest requires sustainability. Second, building an effective ecosystem for high-quality, sustainable disclosures. Because demand from all stakeholders for sustainability information is high and is indeed growing. Our profession continues to campaign for alignment around the comprehensive global baseline for sustainability disclosures under the International Sustainability Standards Board. But we must also lead the way in building the diverse ecosystem within organizations of the many actors who help to determine the quality of these disclosures. Third, the accountancy profession is a partner in nation building. We will hear from leaders in capacity building, including ICI and Indian government leaders. The common goal of our profession and our partners is sustainable, equitable, and inclusive development in every country, enabled by a strong and resilient accountancy profession. Fourth, navigating the global economic recovery. This discussion will cover many pressing issues that are facing organizations and governments around the world as a result of COVID-19, but not just COVID-19. Every organization needs a recovery that translates into long-term sustainability. Public financial management will be a critical component of these efforts. Fifth, enhancing trust and confidence in sustainability information. A crucial path to this outcome is the emerging field of sustainability insurance engagements. These engagements are a promising opportunity for our profession Moreover, I would emphasize that this work is too important to be left to unregulated professions. And sixth, championing an integrated mindset. All organizations will need to integrate financial and sustainability information effectively and efficiently so that they can make better informed decisions that deliver long-term value creation for all stakeholders. This will mean adopting an integrated mindset, a unified approach to measuring, to managing, analyzing, aligning, and communicating financial and sustainability information, internally and externally. And professional accountants are in a position to lead the way. These 6 plenary sessions are only a piece of the excellent discussions over the next few days. The timely, diverse, and truly global program assembled by ICI has brought together government leaders, business leaders, standard setters, economists, and many other stakeholders for an unparalleled series of presentations and conversations. This is a truly remarkable occasion to be experienced not just once every 4 years, but once in a lifetime. I want to reiterate that amid unprecedented challenges and global uncertainty, there is an urgent and universal need for collaboration. We do not have a moment to spare in responding to the current crises, anticipating those on the horizon, and seizing the many opportunities in front of us. And there's no better time than now, and no better place than India to have these conversations. So I encourage everyone in attendance to take this opportunity to meet with your colleagues from around the world. We all have something to learn from each other, and we all have something to share. By forming these bonds, we will deepen the international connections that make us, what I believe, the most global profession in the world. So this year, I salute India as you celebrate your 75th anniversary of independence. And in the year in which you are taking over the presidency of the G20. The mantra for India's presidency is one Earth, one family, one future. There are many parallels to the theme of our agenda, our concern with sustainable, inclusive, and equitable prosperity, our power to make change together as an interconnected global profession, and our certainty that advancing our profession in the public interest means building a better future for everyone. I just want to highlight one of Prime Minister Modi's statements as he takes over the G20 presidency. He said, and I quote, "The environment is a global cause for us, as well as a personal responsibility. This is a message for everyone in the world, but it resonates especially with us as professional accountants. As our national professions and our global profession, we are working towards sustainability. At the same time, personal responsibility to our international code of ethics, to our public interest mandate, to our stakeholders. This requires us as individuals to live out sustainability and make it a reality. So just as the world has entrusted India to lead the G20, in 2018, the global accountancy profession entrusted India and ICI to host WCOA 2022. India is a country on the move and is a country in the lead. So I thank our hosts again for the tremendous effort that has gone into this program and for this incredible hospitality. It has been a huge effort to bring together over 6,400 delegates in person here to Mumbai, of which over 1,800 have come from more than 100 countries. And 3,000 more are joining us virtually from around the world. This will be, by far, the largest gathering of professional accountants at a World Congress. And I invite you all to learn, to share, and to network, and not least, to celebrate the accountancy profession, which is a powerful force for good in the world. So I wish everyone a fruitful Congress and those present here in person a truly forgettable time in Mumbai and in incredible India. And I wish Prime Minister Modi a very successful leadership of the G20 over the coming year. And Mr. Speaker, I understood a few minutes ago that your daughter is also a chartered accountant and is here today. So you too are a member of our global family. Thank you. Dhन्यवाद.
IFAC is the global voice of the accounting profession. Thank you very much, Mr. Ellen Johnson, for your theme address and helping us understand that we all have one common address, planet Earth, and that's why the theme, Building Trust, Enabling Sustainability, becomes so appropriate. Thank you very much. I now invite CA Dr. Debashish Mitra, President, Indian Institute of Chartered Accountants of India, to please come and share your presidential address.
Shri Om Birla, the Speaker, Honorable Speaker of Lok Sabha, Madam Nirmala Sitharamanji, Honorable Union Minister for Corporate Affairs and Finance, Mr. Alan Johnson, outgoing President, IFAC, Madam Asma Rasmogi, incoming President, IFAC, sitting in the front row here, Mr. Joe Bouquet, Deputy President, IFAC, Vice President of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India, my younger brother, C.A. Aniket Talati, head of more than 60 accounting bodies of the world who are present amongst us today. Former President of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India, Praful Chadir, and he's also Chairman of the Organizing Committee. The strength of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India, our Central Council members who are all present here, Central Council members, our thought leaders, past presidents of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India, who are all present here. Ladies and gentlemen, a very, very good evening to all of you. Many of you who are here, you know about the Institute, but today we have delegates from more than 120 countries of the world. So it is very important that I speak a few words about the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India. Formed by an Act of Parliament on 1st of July 1949, the Institute today is the second largest accounting body in the world. We have a membership strength today of about 3,55,000, a student strength nearing 8 lakhs. That is the huge size of the Institute. And the Institute, over the period of time, since the first President G.P. Kapadia chaired the first council meeting of the Institute, on the 15th of August 1949, has grown to be a huge global body. Today, we have 44 overseas chapters, 33 representative overseas offices. We are present in 77 cities and 47 countries of the world. That is the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India. But at the Institute, our indicator of success is, and one of the past presidents, he wrote in an article in July 2022 in the Chartered Accountant, and we believe in this. He says, your success should not be measured by your size. He goes on to say your success should not be measured by your power. He says the success of the profession and the success of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India should be measured by the respect and dignity that it commands. And that has been always our objective, that commanding respect and dignity. Former President of India, APJ Abdul Kalam, had once said that the chartered accountants are partners in nation building. To all my friends here, let me tell you, we took his words to our heart. And to all of us, the whole profession in India and abroad, the chartered accountants abroad, it has been always nation first. The motto of our institute, adopted way back in 1949, has been Ye Yashu Shupte Sujagriti, which means the person who is awake in those that sleep. And the profession has been always awake in service of its motherland, India. The Garuda, the eagle, has been the emblem. And I think to all of us, the chartered accountants in India and abroad who are members of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India, Garuda represents to us innovativeness, being fearless, facing challenges, and being adaptive to changes. And that is what we have tried to do when we organized this World Congress. Incredible India. India is today the world's 5th largest economy, 7th largest country, world's largest democracy. And today, we were given, many of you have got this paper book on Sir here, on Om Birla ji. I would like to read something here from here and say why this paper book is incomplete as long as this gentleman is concerned who has been with us. In the paper book, when they have written about him, they write, as the Speaker of Lok Sabha, Om Birla ji has consistently worked to enhance the dignity and prestige of the apex legislative body of our country. What it does not say is that the Honorable Speaker of Lok Sabha, Om Birla ji, has been one of the closest friends of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India. सर, आप जो हम लोग को मार्ग दिखाए ना सर, वो मार्ग पे हम लोग चल पड़े. देश सेवा, देशभक्ति का मार्ग सर. And I'm sure his daughter is sitting in the first row. The daughter should be feeling extremely proud of the father, the way we feel proud about him. And the daughter happens to be a chartered accountant, by the way. The Honorable Finance Minister, who is kindly present amidst us today, she has been guiding the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India. We go to her, seek her guidance, try to follow whatever she tells us. And she has been also guiding the nation's economy so well, despite the challenges posed by COVID. Madam, we thank you very much from the core of our heart for your kind presence today amidst us. Thank you very much. India will, take over the presidency of G20 from 1st of December 2022. And in our Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji, we have a leader par excellence. You see, we are so proud of him, and I have no doubt that he will lead the country, you see, in the best possible manner. The last part of my address is on the World Congress. Praful Chhajer was telling us about the numbers. Yesterday, we had a delegation of CP Australia with us. And the president of CP Australia was saying that your people have been extremely brave. How did you think of having such a huge number of physical delegates in a situation where you face the uncertainty of COVID? She was telling us. And today, let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, we have about 6,500 physical delegates. 3,339 virtual delegates. We have total 123 countries participating in this World Congress. We have 10 supporting organizations. We have 150 plus speakers, and many of them international speakers. We have about 40 technical sessions. That is the scale and size of this 21st World Congress. And let me tell you, this World Congress would not have been possible without the support of an organization by the name of IFAC. And we are extremely proud to be a member of International Federation of Accountants. Two great institutions, IFAC and ICI, joining hands for this kind of mega World Congress. Praful Bhai was telling us about Atiti Deva Bhava. That is, guest is God. To all of those who have come from abroad, about 1,700 of you, I, take you as our God. Welcome to our country. Welcome to our country. Welcome to incredible India. Let us all together celebrate the profession of accountancy. Namaste. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you very much, CA Dr. Debashish Mitra, President, ICI, for your illuminating words, and thank you for your leadership, sir. I now invite for her keynote address, Madam Nirmala Sitharaman, Honorable Union Minister of Finance and Corporate Affairs. Nirmala ji is a member of Rajya Sabha, the upper house of the Indian Parliament, representing Karnataka. Madam has immense contribution towards nation building. And let me tell you, ma'am, that your gracious presence inspires everyone, and we are really thankful for your contribution towards India, and we will all support the aspiration of our country to become a $5 trillion economy. Over to you, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you very much for that introduction. Most respected Speaker of the Lok Sabha, Shri Om Birla ji, Dr. Debashish Mitra, the President, the outgoing President of IFAC, Alan Johnson, Vice President Shri Aniket Talati, and also the Chairman of the World Congress, Praful Chhajer. I'm happy to join you when you're holding the World Congress of Accountants for 2022. I understand the first Congress was held in 1904 and the last one was held in Australia in 2018. So, but it is for the first time that you're holding it in India. It is also for the first time that you're holding it in a hybrid mode. And we've heard from all the earlier speakers that the number of those physically present is over 6,000. And also over 3,000 people are participating virtually. And among the 6,000, there are about 1,800 foreign delegates. These delegates from about 100 countries represent various different stakeholders in the process of looking at the world of accountancy and chartered accountants. They are regulators, they are global accounting institutions, they are academics and also economists, they are consulting practitioners, various commercial groups, and many CEOs and global CFOs. As I said, I'm glad to be here, but I think all of us will recognize that we are meeting at a time when the world is going through a complete reset. There is, if anything, the world is in a state of flux because there are so many challenges which have never been seen before. Multinational organizations, whether they are United Nations or multinational development banks, all of them are looking at resetting themselves for a 21st century world which is full of challenges. And therefore, at this time, for the World Congress of Accountants to meet, and to meet in India, which seems to be an island of stability with policy consistency and a stable government, and also because we seem to be growing at a very good, fast rate. Sorry about that. So I would think for the Congress to dwell upon some of the core themes, such as trust and ethics, diversity and sustainability, and also the question of the new technologies which are so necessary for a transparent accounting system, is definitely appropriate, and I'm sure this congregation is going to be looking at these details and coming out with some takeaways which are relevant for not just India alone, but for the several countries and multinational institutions which are looking for transparent accounting processes. And that's so essential for building trust, and that is so essential for creating a sustainable livelihood for people and also for sustainable manufacturing and services sectors. Our Prime Minister, Shri Narendra Modi, has been highlighting a concept which is referred to as lifestyle for sustainable environment. And in the process of creating a sustainable environment, we also will have to look at changing our lifestyle or adapting our lifestyle for a sustainable world. And that is why I'm glad the outgoing president referred to G20 presidency, which India is going to start from 1st December, where the motto or the objective or the line that which is going to be guiding us is one earth, one family, one future. This actually encapsulates everything to do with sustainable growth, encapsulates everything to do with lifestyles, and that the future is completely dependent on what we do today in order that we lead a lifestyle, lead it in such a way that the future of the earth is ensured. So you're meeting at a time like this, and I think with all these well-trained accountants, you're only surely to come out with some formulations with which the world can be better governed, transparently governed, governed for sustainability. And in the process of talking about transparency, the fundamental requisite which I would think for corporate governance is accounts which ensure transparency, clarity, and accountability in a company's financial affairs. So the accounting profession itself, therefore, ethical and diligent conduct can benefit the multiple stakeholders who are all gathered and assembled here. So I think accountants must ensure adherence to fair and transparent practices. The independence of chartered accountants is extremely important and significant for the trust and integrity of financial statements, and therefore their responsibility is not limited just to the shareholders, since statutory filings and audit reports are public documents and they are relied on by various stakeholders, including financial institutions, governments, and common retail investors. So I would think trust being one of the very important factors, the Congress, the World Congress of Accountants would certainly look at how best we are able to bring trust among stakeholders through the practices with which the world accountancy profession is going to lead us. The next is, of course, talking about accounting for sustainability, where I think, again, sustainability being laid on three pillars of socio-economic, environmental, and also economic factors, which nothing but translates to people, planet, and profits. Social, environment, and economic, to me, translates to people, planet, and profits. And therefore, building on these principles, developing sustainability reporting standards is a very important objective, I would think. And in that, the formation of a new International Sustainability Standards Board by the IFRS Foundation towards convergence to a single set of sustainability reporting standards is a very welcome step. I applaud the IFRSF for this very commendable step taken. And when we have to look at technology and adaptation of technology, Web 3 is overtaking our lives. And I think the manner in which financial information is gathered, processed, and also reported is going to make a big difference. Innovations and also the Web 3.0 utilities, such as blockchain, artificial intelligence, data analytics, and cloud computing. All of this is going to give us the advantage, and machine learning is also going to assist us and to improvise the accounting process itself, and therefore meaningful generation of information to aid decision making is going to be so much more machine driven. And at this time, when the Congress meets, I would think good analytics and also talking and discussion on these points would help us to find unprecedented opportunities for data analytics to provide us the solutions for some of the issues which dominate of transparency or accountability itself. India, from its side, has been taking several steps to facilitate the process, and I'm happy that the government has taken up a lot of actions, even during the pandemic, to help companies come forward and register themselves in a greater simplified process. And I'm glad in the year 21-22, that is immediately after the COVID, Ministry of Corporate Affairs registered more than 1.67 lakh company incorporations which have taken place, as compared to 1.55 lakh companies the previous year. There were several steps taken towards facilitating, compiling and following due diligence for companies so that they are well within the established practices and the due diligence which is required by them. Without, of course, taking more of the time, I'm sure all of us are eagerly waiting to hear the Speaker of India's Lok Sabha, who has, as was acknowledged, who has taken a lot of interest in the well-being and also the professional excellence of the Indian Chartered Accountants. I'm sure all of us are eagerly waiting to hear him, and therefore, without standing between you and the Honourable Speaker, I wish to conclude by saying I wish the World Congress of Accountants all the very best, and I'm sure you will come out with very useful and meaningful takeaways from this consultation. And thank you very much for also inviting me to be here.
Gratitude to the Honorable Finance and Corporate Affairs Minister, Madam Nirmala Sitharaman, for her keynote address. And like you said, Madam, one earth, one family, one future is a very profound statement. We are committed to this statement. And when we talk about facing the global challenges, like Ellen Johnson also mentioned, climate change and other areas, their accountancy profession can play a pivotal role. Thank you very much. And on this particular thought, let us watch a video now, which is on the World Congress of Accountants theme. Usually the World Congress is referred to as Olympics of the accountancy profession. So let's travel faster, higher, stronger together.
The Olympics. Humanity's best gather to go faster, higher, stronger, together. Once every 4 years, for over a century, the best in the world of accountancy gather to do the same at the Olympics of Accountancy. The World Congress of Accountants 2022, setting standards, besting benchmarks. Arriving on Indian shores for the very first time, WCOA has finally come to the accountancy's spiritual home. India, a global leader in the past, seeks global leadership once again to become Vishwaguru, global thought leader, the birthplace of Ramanujan, the man who saw infinity, super-fast mental computing, progenitor of the concept of zero, is also home to the accountant to the gods. Chitragupt, the keeper of the great ledger of good and evil works, the setter of standards which even the gods do not contravene. In a post-COVID world, threatened ecologies and potentially exposed economies provide professional accountants with the opportunity to commit to the same stringency, accuracy, and standards today. Building trust, enabling sustainability at WCOA 2022. Setting standards for the world, besting benchmarks of the past, creating a sustainable ecosystem for all, moving confidently into the future. The Institute of Chartered Accountants of India, ICAI, proudly welcomes professional accountants, regulators, leaders and visionaries to India. WCOA 2022. Join the professional accountancy organizations, standard setters and conscience keepers of the world, as we celebrate a new era of building trust, enabling sustainability together.
Thank you very much. And for his inaugural address now, I'd like to invite Shri Om Birla ji, respected Speaker, Lok Sabha.
वर्ल्ड कांग्रेस ऑफ अकाउंट्स 2022 के इस उद्घाटन समारोह में देश और विदेश से आए सभी चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट भाइयों और बहनों का मैं इस आर्थिक नगरी बम्बई में हार्दिक अभिनंदन करता हूं, स्वागत करता हूं। आज हमारे इस कार्यक्रम में वर्चुअल जिनका संबोधन हुआ, भारत की वित्त मंत्री श्रीमती निर्मला सीतारमण जी, IFSC की अध्यक्ष सुश्री अस्मा रेशमोकी जी, एलन जॉनसन जी और भारत चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट एसोसिएशन के यशस्वी अध्यक्ष CA डॉक्टर देवाशीष मित्रा जी, उपाध्यक्ष CA अनिकेत सुनील तलानी जी, इस कॉन्फ्रेंस के चेयरमैन प्रफुल्ल छाछेड़ जी, ICAI के केंद्रीय परिषद के सभी सदस्यगण, मैं आप सबको इस कार्यक्रम के लिए विशेष रूप से भारत का सौभाग्य है कि काफ़ी सालों के प्रयास के बाद ये वर्ल्ड कांग्रेस की मेजबानी का अवसर हमें मिला है। इसके लिए मैं ICAI के अध्यक्ष जी को विशेष रूप से धन्यवाद देता हूं, जिनके प्रयासों से संभव हो पाया। और आज हमें खुशी है कि इस वर्ल्ड कांग्रेस में 100 से ज़्यादा देशों के प्रतिनिधि यहाँ पर आए हैं। भारत के सभी राज्यों के प्रतिनिधि यहाँ पर आए हैं और देश और दुनिया के अर्थ के शिल्पकार आज यहाँ एकत्रित होकर किस तरीके से हम वैश्विक आर्थिक जगत के अंदर नया परिवर्तन कर सकते हैं, वैश्विक आर्थिक तंत्र को कैसे सशक्त मजबूत कर सकते हैं, इसके लिए आप चर्चा करेंगे, मंथन करेंगे, क्योंकि आप सब आर्थिक जगत के इंजन हैं और देश दुनिया के अर्थतंत्र के स्तंभ भी हैं। इसलिए मुझे आपके बीच में आने का मौका मिला। ऐसे चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट परिवार मेरा भी परिवार है, क्योंकि मेरी बेटी भी चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट है, इसलिए ये मेरा भी परिवार है। इसलिए मैं कह सकता हूँ कि आज देश और दुनिया के अंदर भरोसे, विश्वसनीयता, प्रामाणिकता के कारण भारत के चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंटों ने एक प्रामाणिकता, विश्वसनीयता साबित की है। भारत की संसद द्वारा 1949 के अंदर एक अधिनियम के द्वारा इस संस्था का निर्माण हुआ और देश की अर्थव्यवस्था को सुचिता, देश की अर्थव्यवस्था का लेखा जोखा और उसकी ऑडिटिंग ठीक हो, इसके लिए ये प्रयास आज भी ये संस्था लगातार कर रही है। मैं हमेशा जब आप लोगों के बीच में जाता हूं तो एक बात कहता हूं कि दुनिया के अंदर भारत की इस संस्था के अंदर इतने वर्षों की परीक्षा के अंदर कभी भी कोई सवाल नहीं उठा। जिस तरीके से परीक्षा प्रणाली आपकी विशेषता, प्रामाणिकता है, ये एक सर्वश्रेष्ठ उदाहरण है भारत के लिए और विशेष रूप से आप सबके लिए, क्योंकि अकाउंटिंग प्रोफेशनल एक प्रतिष्ठित प्रोफेशनल भारत में माना जाता है। इसका विश्वास, उसकी पारदर्शिता, उसकी जवाबदेही आप सबके कारण लगातार इसकी प्रतिष्ठा के अंदर निरंतर वृद्धि हो रही है। हमेशा सीए ने अपनी परिभाषित भूमिकाओं से आगे बढ़कर काम किया है। वित्त नीतियों के अंदर, वित्त ढांचे के विकास में आपका एक अभूतपूर्व योगदान रहा है। इसीलिए आपकी इस अद्भुत क्षमता के कारण आज भारत की अर्थव्यवस्था लगातार तेजी से बढ़ रही है। साथियों, प्राचीन शास्त्रों के अंदर भी हमारे 4 शास्त्र धर्म, अर्थ, काम, मोक्ष और विशेष रूप से अर्थ की उस समय भी महत्ता थी और आज भी अर्थतंत्र के योगदान के कारण आपको आर्थिक जगत का ऋषि मुनि भी कहा जाता है। और इसीलिए हमारे चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंटों ने नए इनोवेशन, नई सोच, नई तकनीकी के नए सामर्थ्य के साथ भारत में एक सकारात्मक परिवर्तन लाए हैं और इसी के कारण आज विश्व के अंदर भारत की अर्थव्यवस्था सशक्त और मजबूत है। सही कहा मित्रा जी ने, दुनिया की सबसे बड़ी आबादी, दुनिया का सबसे बड़ा लोकतंत्र, दुनिया का सबसे बड़ा संविधान और दुनिया में सबसे तेजी से चलने वाली अर्थव्यवस्था आज भारत की है। और भारत के चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंटों की प्रशासनिक और मैनेजमेंट की क्षमता इतनी अद्भुत है, चाहे किसी भी क्षेत्र में जाएं, चाहे प्रशासनिक अधिकारी के रूप में जाएं, किसी कंपनी के सीईओ के रूप में जाएं, सीएफओ में जाएं, राजनीतिक क्षेत्र में जाएं, सामाजिक क्षेत्र में जाएं, हर क्षेत्र में जहां भी जाएं, अपनी बेहतर स्किल्ड के कारण, बेहतर मैनेजमेंट के कारण आज हम ये गर्व के साथ कह सकते हैं कि सभी चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट उस संस्था का नेतृत्व कर रहे हैं और दुनिया के अंदर जितनी भी बेहतर कंपनियां हैं उनकी सीईओ, सीएफओ के रूप में भी उन्होंने उस कंपनी की मैनेजमेंट आर्थिक तंत्र को बेहतर कर कर उसकी नई दिशा देने का और उसको प्रॉफिट में लाने का काम किया है। आपकी नेतृत्व क्षमता अद्भुत है, विलक्षण है। और इसीलिए आज जब आप कई विषयों पर 4 दिन तक चर्चा करेंगे तो उसमें सबसे महत्वपूर्ण विषय ट्रस्ट का, विश्वास का। और आज भी भारत के अंदर चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंटों पर अति विश्वास है। उनकी विशेषता, उनकी प्रामाणिकता, उनकी जवाबदेही, पारदर्शिता इतनी भी है कि चाहे कोई भी संस्थान हो, उस संस्थान का व्यक्ति हमेशा अपने चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट की सलाह से जो भी नया काम शुरू करना चाहता है उसमें आपकी सलाह, आपका विश्वास, आपका भरोसा सबसे पहले होता है। इसीलिए आज हमारी विशेषता, प्रामाणिकता बढ़ी है। और इसलिए 4 दिन का संवाद और चर्चा भी, लोकतंत्र दुनिया की सबसे बड़ी ताकत है और भारत में लोकतंत्र विशाल भी है और विविधता वाला भी है। और आपने देखा होगा किस तरीके से हमारी विविधता है, हमारी डाइवर्सिटी हमारी यूनिटी ताकत है। और आज दुनिया के अंदर हमने बताया है कि जितनी हमारी विविधता हैं, धर्म के आधार पर, जाति के आधार पर, बोली के आधार पर, वेशभूषा के आधार पर, खान पान के आधार पर, कल्चर के आधार पर, जितनी हमारी विविधता है उतनी बड़ी हमारी ताकत है। और इसीलिए आज दुनिया के अंदर 75 वर्षों बाद भी भारत का लोकतंत्र सशक्त है, मजबूत है। और हमारा लोकतंत्र इतना पारदर्शिता है कि 17 आम चुनाव और 300 विधानसभा चुनाव के अंदर जनता के जनपद के आधार पर जो सरकारें बनती है उसका सहज सत्ता का हस्तांतरण हमारे लोकतंत्र की इस 75 वर्ष की यात्रा में हमारी ये ताकत है। और इसी लोकतंत्र की यात्रा में आज अब सब लोग लोकतंत्र में चर्चा, संवाद, बातचीत, अपने अपने अनुभव, अपने अपने बेस्ट प्रैक्टिस से इसको साझा करेंगे। और उस साझा करने के बाद जो बेहतरीन परिणाम आएंगे उस परिणाम के आधार पर दुनिया के अंदर एक बेहतरीन अर्थव्यवस्था, एक मजबूत अर्थव्यवस्था हो, इस दिशा के अंदर आप काम करेंगे। और इसीलिए भारत के प्रधानमंत्री जी ने अभी G20 के अंदर, G20 की अध्यक्षता भारत को मिली है और भारत के प्रधानमंत्री जी ने एक नारा दिया है, 1 अर्थ, 1 फैमिली, 1 फ्यूचर। हमारी संस्कृति, संस्कार के अंदर ही वसुधैव कुटुंबकम की भावना है और हमने सारे विश्व को परिवार माना है, कोरोना के समय भी। और हर चुनौतियों का समाधान विश्व अपने साझे प्रयासों से निकल सकता है, यह हमारे प्रधानमंत्री का एक विजन है। और इसलिए उन्होंने G20 में एक दिशा दी है कि एक स्थिर शांति व्यवस्था से हम अपने अपने देशों के अंदर एक आर्थिक इकोनॉमी में बदलाव ला सकते हैं। और जब सब देश सामूहिकता से, साझे प्रयासों से ये काम करेंगे तो दुनिया के अंदर एक आर्थिक तंत्र में एक बहुत मजबूती आएगी। और इसीलिए ये जिम्मेदारी आप पर है, क्योंकि किसी देश की आर्थिक तंत्र की महत्वपूर्ण धुरी आप हैं। आप किसी भी अर्थतंत्र के अंदर परिवर्तन करने के एक नायक के रूप में आपकी सबसे बड़ी भूमिका है। इसलिए मैं आपसे एक आग्रह करना चाहता हूं कि अपने अपने देश के अंदर हम किस तरीके से हमारी इकोनॉमी को बूस्टर दे सकते हैं, हमारे इकोनॉमी में नया परिवर्तन कर सकते हैं। आज हमें खुशी है, भारत के नौजवानों की बौद्धिक क्षमता के कारण हमारे नए चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट, नए प्रोफेशनल हो, इंजीनियर हो, टेक्निकल हो, आईटी के सेक्टर के अंदर नए जो इनोवेशन हमारा नौजवान कर रहा है। आज भारत के अंदर गर्व है कि 70,000 से ज़्यादा स्टार्टअप और 100 से ज़्यादा यूनिकॉर्न के माध्यम से आज हम देश के अंदर भी और देश के बाहर जितनी चुनौतियां हैं उन चुनौतियों का समाधान भी कर रहे हैं और एक स्टार्टअप के माध्यम से एक मजबूत आर्थिक तंत्र भी स्थापित कर रहे हैं। इसलिए उस आर्थिक तंत्र में सबसे बड़ा योगदान आपको है। आप जिस सेक्टर के अंदर चाहें, जिस सेक्टर को ग्रोथ दे सकते हैं, परिवर्तन कर सकते हैं, क्योंकि भारत एक एग्रीकल्चर का बहुत बड़ा इलाका है। इसलिए हमें और सेक्टर के साथ साथ एग्रीकल्चर सेक्टर के अंदर किस तरीके से हम किसानों की आय को बढ़ा सकते हैं, उनके प्रोडक्ट का वैल्यू एडिशन बढ़ा सकते हैं, ताकि एक मजबूत आर्थिक तंत्र हम स्थापित कर सकें। और मुझे विश्वास है कि आपकी नेतृत्व क्षमता के आधार पर इस दुनिया के अंदर भारत की इकोनॉमी को ग्रोथ करने में अगर सबसे बड़ा कंट्रीब्यूशन होगा तो आपका होगा। और इसीलिए चाहे इंडस्ट्री सेक्टर हो, चाहे सर्विस सेक्टर हो, तमाम सेक्टर के अंदर आप एक अच्छा ब्लूप्रिंट, आप किसी की बैलेंस शीट ही नहीं बनाते, बैलेंस शीट की जांच नहीं करते, आप मैनेजमेंट के बाद इकोनॉमी और दुनिया के अंदर एक बेस्ट डेस्टिनेशन आज भारत का है। और आप सबके प्रयासों से भारत की इकोनॉमी को बढ़ाने में और इकोनॉमी को अर्थतंत्र के अंदर अन्य देशों के अर्थतंत्र के साथ मिलकर हम किस तरीके से भारत के अंदर आर्थिक डेस्टिनेशन के कारण नया आर्थिक परिवर्तन ला सकते हैं, ये जिम्मेदारी भी आपकी है। इसलिए देश के आर्थिक बदलाव में आपकी विशेष रूप से भूमिका है। इसलिए वैश्वीकरण के इस युग में जब दुनिया के अंदर किसी एक देश के अंदर भी कुछ सामाजिक, कुछ तनाव की स्थिति होती है तो उसका दुनिया पर असर पड़ता है। इसलिए हमारा मानना है कि दुनिया के सारे देश के अंदर जब आर्थिक तंत्र विकसित होगा तो भारत में भी आर्थिक तंत्र विकसित होगा। इसलिए समय समय पर महत्वपूर्ण चुनौतियों पर, चाहे जलवायु परिवर्तन की चुनौती हो, चाहे क्लीन एनर्जी का विषय हो, भारत ने उन सब चुनौतियों का नेतृत्व किया है। और भारत का इतना बड़ा देश, इतनी भौगोलिक स्थितियों के बाद भी हमने जलवायु परिवर्तन की दिशा में एक नया योगदान दिया है। और आपने इस एजेंडे में लिया है कि कार्बन न्यूट्रिशन बनाने में चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट की भूमिका होगी। ये आपने एजेंडे में लिया, इसके लिए मैं आपको विशेष रूप से धन्यवाद देना चाहता हूं कि आप आर्थिक तंत्र को मजबूत करना चाहते हैं, इंडस्ट्री सेक्टर को मजबूत करना चाहते हैं, लेकिन जलवायु परिवर्तन के लिए भी आप कितने गंभीर हैं, ये आपके विषयों के चयन से मुझे लगता है। इसलिए आने वाले समय में हम किस तरीके से वैश्विक दृष्टिकोण के माध्यम से अपने साझे प्रयासों के साझा मिलकर एक नई दिशा दे सकते हैं, इसकी आप सबको जिम्मेदारी है। इसलिए मुझे आशा है कि 4 दिन आप लगातार विचार विमर्श करेंगे, सिस्टम नवाचारों को अपनाने का प्रयास करेंगे और राष्ट्रीय अंतर्राष्ट्रीय साझे प्रयासों के माध्यम से हर देश के अंदर सामाजिक परिवर्तन में विशेष रूप से योगदान देंगे, क्योंकि हमारे वैश्विक सहयोग से हम एक मजबूत आर्थिक तंत्र स्थापित कर सकते हैं। मुझे आशा है इस दिशा के अंदर आपका बहुत महत्वपूर्ण योगदान होगा। मैं इस मौके पर आप सबको बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद देता हूं और विशेष रूप से हमारे 60 से ज़्यादा देश के अध्यक्ष और 100 से ज़्यादा देशों के आए प्रतिनिधियों को, जिनके प्रयासों से ये कॉन्फ्रेंस सफल हुई। और मुझे आशा है कि इस कॉन्फ्रेंस में जो एजेंडे आपने लिए उस एजेंडों पर आप चर्चा करेंगे, क्योंकि आप वैश्विक स्तर पर सर्वश्रेष्ठ अपने अपने कार्य के अंदर उत्कृष्ट काम करने वाले, मैनेजमेंट वाले, नई तकनीकी, नई ज्ञान वाले सर्वश्रेष्ठ काम करने वाले प्रोफेशनल हैं। इसलिए एक बेहतर पेशेवर के रूप में हम किस तरीके से एक नए विकसित विश्व का निर्माण कर सकते हैं, एक समृद्ध कुशल आर्थिक विश्व का नेतृत्व कर सकते हैं। और जब एक आर्थिक तंत्र के साथ साथ हम सामाजिक सिस्टम के अंदर भी सामाजिक जीवन के अंदर परिवर्तन का भी काम करेंगे। और मुझे आशा है कि जिस तरीके से आईसीएआई लगातार आर्थिक के साथ समाज के सामाजिक परिवर्तन के लिए जो लगातार सामाजिक काम करती रहती है, इसके कारण भारत में एक आर्थिक सामाजिक परिवर्तन आपकी संस्था के सहयोग से लाए गए हैं। मैं आपको साधुवाद देता हूं, बधाई देता हूं। और इस वर्ल्ड कॉन्फ्रेंस के मेजबानी के रूप में ये वर्ल्ड कॉन्फ्रेंस एक नई दिशा तय करेगी, एक नए आर्थिक मापदंडों मानकों को तय करेगी और आने वाले समय में हम विश्व के अंदर नए आर्थिक युग की शुरुआत इस आर्थिक नगरी से होगी। आप सबको बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद, बहुत बहुत साधुवाद।
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker Lok Sabha, for your address and extending the best wishes for the success of the World Congress of Accountants 2022. I'd like to recap some of the points that the Honorable Speaker Sir mentioned. He said that the accounting professionals are the architects of global finance. You are the engines of the economic world, the pillars of economy. And if you look at the Indian culture and scriptures, the values of dharma, the moral, artha, economical, kama, psychological, moksha, spiritual values have been talked about. Therefore, you are also the sages of economic world. Speaker Sir also said that the theme of building trust, enabling sustainability will give a new dimension to the world economy. In this age of globalization, international cooperation is the most effective way to secure the future of humanity, and therefore he said that the World Congress highlights the importance of knowledge-based economy and also the significance of accounting at the global level. We have given to our international delegates the copy of the address by the Honorable Speaker Lok Sabha in English as well. Thank you very much, sir. I now invite CA Aniket Talati, Vice President, Institute of Chartered Accountants of India, to propose a formal vote of thanks.
Thank you very much. And a very good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's my absolute pleasure and privilege to propose a vote of thanks for this opening ceremony of the 21st World Congress of Accountants. Atithi Devo Bhava. I think this has been resonated from all the speeches, and therefore, to change track and to offer thanks, let me begin not from the dais, but from the audience. And the biggest vote of thanks to each one of you who have registered and participated in this World Congress and made it historic. We can all thump our chest and proudly say that this has been the biggest ever World Congress. But for your support, but for your registrations, but for your participation, this would not have been here. And as Atithi Devo Bhava says, gods have today descended in this Geo World Convention Center and have enabled us to welcome you. I must truly acknowledge the huge African delegation and of course, the delegation from 100 over countries who have participated in this World Congress. To all my Indian friends, let's give all our foreign participants a huge round of applause. You have traveled countries, you have crossed continents, you have come over oceans to be with us in our motherland India to grace this wonderful World Congress of Accountants. And it would not have been a World Congress without your participation. It means a lot to us for you to come here. It was said, the time is now, the place is here. And truly, after seeing this wonderful opening ceremony of the 21st World Congress, each of us, especially those who are Indian, can proudly say, it's India's time now. I must definitely, at this juncture, thank all the 150 plus speakers who have agreed to become a part of this historic World Congress. My thanks to all the Central Council members who are present here and the government nominees who have put in 6 to 7 months of rigorous hard work to make this come alive and make a historic event. For the first time, the Institute and the Council has allowed participation not just by individual chartered accountants, but this is the first ever event where firms of chartered accountants are going to participate. Because the Council truly believes that when in this World Congress, international firms are going to present themselves and showcase themselves, the real intention of a World Congress is to also showcase the growth and development of Indian chartered accountancy profession and our Indian CA firms. My thanks to all the honorable past presidents who are here, who have attended this program, blessed us with their presence and guidance. Special thanks to the regional council chairman of all the 5 regions, the branches, the overseas chapters, all the leaders who have ensured we have this historic registrations. But for your efforts, we would not have this. So thank you all our leaders. Thanks to now on the dais, Praful Bhai and Debashish Dada and everybody who has given us, the entire council, this opportunity. They got the World Congress, Praful Bhai in his term during president, and of course this year to execute this World Congress. My special thanks to Alan, the president of the IFAC, Asma, the incoming president, Jean, who has been elected as the deputy president, and of course the 2 past presidents, Rachel and Inkiju, who were deeply responsible for India getting this opportunity to host this World Congress. And one historic feat that we have been achieved in this World Congress, ladies and gentlemen, is that this is a totally carbon neutral event. Each of your carbon emission that you have generated, we have calculated the cost of your flight. Doesn't matter if you flew from New York or New Delhi, we estimated the carbon footprint and we have tried to offset it by either planting trees or purchasing the carbon neutrality. So it's a first ever World Congress which is carbon neutral. Finally, special thanks to Madam Nirmala Sitharamanji, who has joined us online. Despite her busy schedule, she has addressed us and of course wished the best to the accounting profession. Madam, your note on ethics, independence and integrity has been well noted, and thank you for bringing to light the importance of 3 Ps in today's financial statement, not just profit, but people and planet. And finally, ladies and gentlemen, let's give a big resounding thanks by a thunderous applause to our chief guest, Shri Om Birla ji, who has graced this occasion as chief guest and given us an inspiring inaugural address. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you.
Thank you very much, CA Aniket Talati, respected Vice President, ICI. And can I request everyone now, if you're able, kindly rise for the national anthem, please.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
Thank you very much. With that, we come to the conclusion of the opening ceremony. I request all the delegates to please stay in the hall because we are going to move towards the first technical session straight away as we see the Honorable Chief Guest of the opening ceremony, make his way out of the Jasmine Hall. He will then go to inaugurate the exhibition stall. Let's have a huge round of applause for the Honorable Chief Guest and all the dignitaries, please. All the Central Council members of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India are requested